Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome this evening to my Princess Secret show. I'm just so happy and delighted that you had the chance to come in and visit with us just for a little while this evening. And we have a power-packed show for you tonight, I promise you. My name is Norma Bryan Howard, and once again, the name of our show is A Princess Secret, and we come on every Friday night. But because of something special, we changed it to Saturday night. And the reason why we did that is because our beautiful, beautiful prince and princess, they're coming to you tonight all the way from Oahu, Hawaii. So we're going to bring them on, not right now, but just a second, because what I'd like for you to do for me, do me a great big favor. What I'd like for you to do for me is to invite at least 5 people that you know, male or female. Invite 5 people to our show this evening. And if you can invite a few more, that's okay too. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And always, always, whenever you see that like button, I want you to push that like button just for me. So we've got a lot to talk about. We're going to have a great time. And in just a minute or two, okay, I'm trying to get in the mood because we just set some music that's coming straight from Hawaii. So let's just get in the mood for tonight. So without further ado, let's bring out our fabulous couple to the show tonight. Hello, hello, Alyssa. Oh, wow. How beautiful. Beautiful.
You're
You
right.
never
That
know
was
what kind of
unique.
tricks we have up our sleeve over here on
I
this end.
see.
You never know. So I would like for you two to sort of introduce yourselves because I'm sure the viewers would love to know who you are, all about you, where you live, how long you've been married, do you have kids, all that good stuff.
Well, my name is Alyssa Lloyd. Um, I we have 2 children, a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old, soon to be 6-year-old. We live on Oahu in Hawaii. We've been here for almost 4 years now. We moved here from Las Vegas, Nevada, which is where most of our loved ones still are. What else? I just launched a travel company, a travel design consultancy. Been in the travel industry for several years, my entire career, so very well versed there. And we actually had a show together about the company last week, and
Right,
we had such a
right.
good time that this week I brought my husband back.
Oh, wow. Wonderful. So, who is this handsome gentleman? Would you like to introduce yourself and just tell us a little bit about you? Okay.
Sure, thank you. Yep, Elliot Lloyd, originally from Los Angeles, California, moved to Oahu about 4 years ago from Vegas. I am a regional manager for a large general contracting company, which is how we got our opportunity to come to Hawaii. And yeah, I think she covered everything else.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, you really like Hawaii? People over here on the eastern part of the United States, it's like heaven to us. When you say Hawaii, it's like heaven to us. All right. And we have a guest who's already joining us, Henry Richard, who's coming in tonight from Tampa, Florida. We'd like to say hello to him. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ask you a question, which is the one, you knew I was going to ask it. How did you meet?
It's a funny story. You want to tell your version? You have a version?
No, you can tell yours.
Oh. We've known each other for a very long time. I actually met Elliot when I was 16 through a mutual friend. He was the friend, and he were in college. And I was brought to a college party, a college Kappa party. And I kind of told my friend, like, oh, yeah, I got eyes for that one.
Oh,
and
wow.
we kind of did the thing that teenagers and young adults do, toyed with each other a little bit, and came back, went away, until we kind of both grew and decided that we were actually it for each other, and who we wanted to spend the rest of our lives with. So here we are now.
Lovely. Now let me hear Elliot's version of that story. I want to hear Elliot's.
It's pretty much on point. The only thing I would add to that is, yeah, she was very determined, I guess.
That's
hey, I know what I want when I see it. It's still that's true today.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that sounds really, really great. And you guys have been married how many years?
3 years now. 3 years. Yeah, almost 4 years. It'll be
September.
4 this year.
Okay, to be
or
4
August. Sorry.
Yeah.
So what is the best part about being married to each other? The best part is versus, him doing his thing, you doing your thing, you on one state, he's in another. What's the best part about being married?
I guess for me, I would say it's just, I'm a planner. I'm a thinker, right? Over analyzer. So just to know what the path forward is and to be on a team together, to achieve a common goal. I think that's the greatest.
Okay.
That's all right.
That's right. That's right. And being married is like being on a team. And when you're on a team, let's say football, basketball, soccer, whatever, it takes work. And just like being on a team takes work, being married, likewise, it takes work. Would you agree, Alyssa?
Oh, definitely. I think that people have this fantasized idea about what marriage is because they see the wedding, right? And then they see the output of the work that you put in. So they have this fantasized idea, but yeah, being married is another full-time job, just like being a parent is another full-time job. It's definitely work, but choosing the right partner also makes the work fun.
Okay, choosing that. Now that's very, very important. Having the right partner and you two working out differences and issues and things together, working it out together. Because an older couple told me, I had interviewed a couple months ago, they said that they do not go to bed mad. They do not go to bed mad. Him sleeping in one room, her sleeping in another room. So I think that, you gotta work that thing out and you gotta work it out together. Okay, so now I'm gonna ask a question. Who remembers what the other one was wearing on the first date? What was the Elliot, what was she, what color? I'll make it easy on you. What color was she wearing on the first date? He's thinking, everybody. He's thinking hard.
12 years ago.
I'm sure she doesn't even know. So I think whatever I say is going to be right.
Be accurate.
What color?
I'm going to say black with some type of shimmery or sparkling something because that's typical fashion. So
that sounds.
I'm pretty sure I hit it with that.
black. Is that correct? Is that right, Alyssa?
You know what? It was so long ago. I really don't remember. But the way that he said it sounds like something that I would be wearing. That's accurate.
Something black with something shimmery. Okay. That sounds pretty good. And you impressed me as being the shimmery type. So I would say yes. Well, now here comes a real serious question. Is it true? Now somebody told me this, I don't know, but is it true that dinosaurs still live on the island of Hawaii? Is that true? There are real live dinosaurs that live in Hawaii. Can somebody answer that for me?
Yeah, I would say maybe you could say it's partially true. We did an excursion at
So I guess what we learned from this is that if there were or are still dinosaurs alive, we know who's not saving who.
That was too funny. We couldn't resist it. We had to put that skit up because we really didn't like that one.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
That was so cute. That was so cute. Okay, so how did you meet him? I think you told me how you met him was at a party that you two were attending. And I understand that you two really, really do like Disney World / Disneyland. How has it impacted your lives? How has Disney World impacted your lives?
I think that he is now a Disney lover because of me.
I wouldn't say I'm a Disney lover.
He's forced to Disney. He's forced.
I'm voluntold to.
So this was actually our first time ever at Disneyland together. I don't even know if we were dating at the time. We were really young. And actually, funny story is when Elliot proposed, he proposed at Disneyland with some very, very strong help from one of our mutual best friends. And it was perfectly executed. I mean, it couldn't have been better. And we had on the same exact hoodies, the same exact sweatshirts on the day that he proposed that we had on that first day that we ever went to Disneyland together, and it was not planned at all.
Wow, how exciting. And I understand that that's one of your favorite places.
It's definitely one of it's probably my favorite place. But it's been a part of our lives now, since we have been together. We announced our second pregnancy there, as well as we had a gender reveal with Mickey, a private gender reveal with Mickey at Disney. So yeah, it's become a joke now that if the Lloyds invite you to Disney, you better go because they're going to be announcing something.
It's going to be some kind of an announcement. Watch out, folks. Watch out. Okay. All right. So where have you been there recently?
We actually just came back from Disney World for the little monster that looks like he's about to mess something up or try to jump into the screen. We went to Disney World during the pandemic for his second birthday. And that was a very interesting time for us. But Disney has some really great deals out, and we love a good coupon.
Okay. All right. Well, with you being a travel agent, viewers, I want you to know, if you missed our show last week, Alyssa told us all about travel. She's a travel agent. She owns her own travel agency, and we're going to put it across the screen, the name of your travel agency, in case someone might be interested in, here it comes up there right now, Distinction Travel Services. Website is at info. Let's see, did I say that right? Info at Distinction Travel Services. Okay.
Oh, yes. Right. So the email address is info@distinctiontravel.org, and the website is distinctiontravel.org.
Okay. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Okay. How did your families react when you told them that you all were getting married? I'm gonna. Oh, there's somebody cute, little cutie mutie come up. That's fine. That is fine. That's
Oh
fine.
my
Now,
gosh.
Ian, how did your family react when you told them that I'm getting married? Meet me at the church and be there on time. How did they
Yeah,
react?
so we had an extended dating period. So our families knew each other very well. So I would say, my family was ultimately just pretty much it's about time, right? And they're very excited to be part of it. I'm the oldest in my family, my generation, and actually she is too. So to be able to take that step and then start to be able to start to see the writing on the wall for grandchildren. I think everyone was pretty excited.
Wow. Yes, and I know Alyssa, your family felt the same way.
Oh yeah, my family is definitely, they were all on the same wavelength. Like it's about time. I'm not sure how the conversations went when he first had the discussion asking for my hand, but they were definitely excited when
Oh
we
wow.
started announcing plans.
Oh, I know they were. I know they were. Okay, well, I was going to ask another question concerning your wedding. Was it a large wedding, a small wedding, and where was it held?
Well, the dollar value made it large for sure.
Also, there was a lot of people. It was a pretty large wedding. We're very blessed in the fact that we're very surrounded by love, with friends and family, extended friends and family. So people showed up to support us in droves, and it was really awesome. And it was held at the Conference Center of Las Vegas, in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
And it
All
couldn't have
right.
been, when I walked in, I was like, "Ugh, this is it." And he was like, "You don't want to check out some other places first? You don't want to ask for the price first?" And I was like, "No, this is it. I'll wash dishes. It's fine. This is it."
You know when you found that right place, don't you? Okay,
Yes,
so
absolutely.
what adjective best describes your son when you all got married on your wedding day? Did you have an adjective that would describe him? Was it nervous Elliot, or what was it? Or was there one? Or was there anything crazy that happened on that day?
Like to describe each other, like between each other, or just
No,
in
I
general?
mean, there's something on your wedding day, because something crazy always happens on your wedding day that you don't expect. Well, did you all get a surprise on your wedding day, or something happened that you were not expecting?
Um, I was 45 minutes late.
Is that all?
So,
Is that all?
but to be fair, this time it was not my fault. It was the hairstylist's fault. So we had to ask all of the vendors to stay an hour later than agreed upon. We had to yeah, we really had to push it. We already had people arrive early, so then they were waiting for even longer
Oh wow!
than expected, because I was so late.
Oh
But
wow! Look
other
at
than
that.
that, I don't think there was anything that was too crazy. There were a couple things, like we walked into a fog machine when I wanted a dry ice machine. There was supposed to, in our photo booth, there was supposed to be video recording. Well, the vendor told me that broke like a few days before our wedding, and he never told me that. So those are the only two real surprises that
Oh
came.
yeah. There's always a surprise.
It's
We
always
have people.
something, but it was still beautiful.
Your wedding pictures are just absolutely breathtaking. They were absolutely
Thank you.
breathtaking. You all were so beautiful. Well, we have some people coming in. I have a friend here in Kentucky. I think she must have seen the dinosaur that you all were running away from. That was Linda Kane. And Shantae McFarland is on, and she said, aloha, Shantae. I think you guys know her. And excellent wedding pictures. Yeah, Shantae. All right, sounds great. Sounds really great. So, what would you couples do if you suddenly one day found out that you had won the lottery? What would you do if you found out that one day you won the lottery? What would you do? Where would you go? I mean, it's probably, and with you being a travel agent, you know all the hot spots around the globe. Is there something, so some place, something you buy that was just outrageous, or some place that you visit? Because all couples sit around and they all dream about winning the lottery. Shelby Houston says the wedding was beautiful.
One of the she had to make sure she said one of the bridesmaids.
Okay, she was one of the bridesmaids.
Yes, that's one of my oldest best friend.
Okay, all right, okay. So yeah, so anyway, so if you won the lottery as a couple, is there somewhere special you go, or something special you buy, or whatever?
Will you go?
I would say probably one of my dreams is to do that 4 seasons travel around the world private jet deal. I think they have a 6-month option where you visit, like 30 different countries or something crazy like that, and everything is accommodated in 4 seasons. So 4 seasons jet, 4 seasons accommodations, all expenses paid. It's pretty cool. So
we gotta win the lottery.
Wow. We gotta win the lottery for that.
Listen, I want my technician put that on the screen. We want to see this. We want to see this in print. The 4 seasons, so that we will know that when we have our chance to win the lottery, we're going to do the same thing that you guys are going to do. That is incredible. I've never heard of that before.
I feel like I'm already saving for when retirement happens. That's my retirement gift to myself.
Oh, wow.
So then we'll just eat tuna and crackers after the trip. We'll just eat tuna and crackers for the rest of our lives after that.
It'll be worth it. It would definitely be worth it. Okay.
For me, I would, my dream trip right now, number one, since we have one of my dream trips planned currently, is Africa, spending like 4 weeks in Africa and just touring the whole continent from top to bottom. And we talked about that last time too.
Right.
But also, I would purchase a very large plot of land, and I would have all of our family members be buried there whenever whenever God decides to call them home. I would have them all be buried as trees around that line the property, around the outside of the property, and I would have it be like almost like not a compound, but what is it? You have a great house somewhere, and then there's like a river or a pond or in the, where all the homes are. And I'd have it be like a vacation spot for the family to be able to go whenever they wanted to, if they just wanted to go, for Christmas for 2 weeks or something like that. But otherwise, everybody would be a tree around that line property. I
tell you, you are deep. Someone's putting that up on the screen right now for us, Elliot. 4 seasons is even on the plane. On the plane. And Jasmine Lewis says the Lewises will be traveling with y'all.
We expect nothing less from the Lewises.
We know it.
That we'll be traveling with y'all. So move over. You've already got somebody that already wants to do that. Okay. Can you, Elliot, we were talking about some adjectives. Can you come up with an adjective to describe your wife? Just one word to describe your wife, not a sentence. I just want one awesome, incredible, unbelievable word to describe this princess that you have sitting to your left. Oh, that shouldn't be that hard. I want to just pop it out of that head right now. Let you know she's coming next. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say particular. She knows what she wants and she knows how to get it.
Oh wow! Now that's saying something. I like that. All right. How about you, Alyssa?
I would say calculated.
Calculated.
Yes. Okay. He thinks everything through fully.
He thinks everything through. All right. Okay. All right. Well, that's good. All right. Okay. I'm gonna remember those 2 words. I'm gonna definitely remember it. We have a question coming in from Linda King. Linda is my friend here in Kentucky. She wanted to know, I think she may have missed that first sentence. How did you end up in Hawaii? I think it's because, tell, what did you say, Elliot?
Yeah, so I had an opportunity with the company I work for. I work for a large general contracting company, commercial construction, and I had an opportunity to expand our operations to the islands. So here we are, 4 years, going on 5 years later.
Wow, my goodness. All right. Sounds great. It sounds great. Okay. I got one more question before we go into the Princess Secrets game. Because what's the Princess Secret show without the Princess Secret game? And I'm thinking about boxing this up and selling it. It's so awesome. But I do have one more question that I would like to ask, and it's kind of, it's a good one. Who would you say is the most interesting family member that you have met? Elliot.
This is going to be good.
Side, not your side.
So on her side.
It just so, I picked the word interesting. She is an interesting person. And if you don't want, somebody put up their calculator. I got it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm calculating it right now.
Okay, and you can't plead the fifth on this. You can plead the fifth if you don't want to answer. Interesting.
Interesting. I would probably say her grandfather.
Okay. Please do not explain.
He'll never see this anyway.
It's her granddad. Okay. All right, Alyssa, who do you think that's on his side that you would say is just a little bit interesting?
Who's a little bit interesting?
A little bit interesting.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go with. I think I'm gonna go with my father-in-law, because I think I'm his favorite more over Elliot.
That's very, very
yeah.
interesting. That's very, very interesting. Oh, I like that. Okay, well, we're getting ready to move into our game. And everybody that has ever been on this show, they simply love this game. And I'm going to tell you how we're going to do it. Okay, I'm going to ask you a series of rapid fire questions. And what you've got to do is when I ask you the question, you got to point to your spouse. And, you could point to yourself. If it's you, point to you or point to him. And if it's nobody, I guess, point to God. So if you are ready, and what's my baby boy's name here tonight?
This is Roman.
This is Roman.
Roman. Okay, Mr. Roman. He's a gorgeous baby. He is so. I just tell him he needs to be in movies. He's so pretty. Okay,
he needs to do something with his energy.
I wish I had it. Okay, all right. For the very first one. Okay, who has the highest IQ? You can't say a word. All right. Okay. The baby said, All right. The next one. All right. Okay, that was number one.
That just means that this is a really smart house, okay?
I see. Okay. Who cannot keep a secret? Got a big old blabber mouth. They just can't keep a secret. I can't see. Who are y'all both pointing to? God.
Oh, God, yeah, we both pointed.
Okay. Who gives the best gifts?
Mom,
Oh, okay. All right. The best gifts. Okay. Because last gift giving time, I think it was probably Valentine's. Who gave the best gift for Valentine's Day?
What did we do for Valentine's?
Oh, you got me the Pro KitchenAid stand mixer, and you got the AirPod Maxes.
Wait a minute,
So
I'm
we
being
both.
nosy.
I guess it was both good.
You want both of them.
We're both really good gift givers.
She's always shopping, so I don't know when stuff comes.
Okay. Okay. All right. That was going to be one of my questions. Who shops the most? She gets two hands. She gets two hands, Amelia, on that one. All right. Now, who doesn't really want to wear those Mickey Mouse ears when you go to Disneyland? Just don't really want to wear them. How did I know it was going to be Elliot?
He's a party pooper.
He didn't want to wear them. Okay. Who tells the best jokes? I can't see. I can't see Elliot's hands.
I'm gonna go here.
Oh,
you get
I'm
side-eye sometimes.
I'm going to ask you to tell us a good old Hawaiian joke. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
I can't be put on the spot. I have to.
I won't put you on the spot. I won't put you on the spot. Okay. And this one was who shops the most. I think we've already said that one. It's Alyssa who shops the most. Okay. Which one of you snores at night? And the
this
rattles the house.
Babe, seriously?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He's a snorer.
I have receipts.
So do I.
I have receipts if you need it.
Wow. It's allergies lately, but he is definitely the max snorer.
Is he one of those ones that snores so hard that the walls shake?
No, it's not that bad.
Okay.
It's not that bad.
Okay, he's not that bad. Okay. But you both snore, from what I understand.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I have receipts. I have the proof. So
okay.
I do too.
No, all right.
Okay. All right. It's okay. Our lover can snore. We still love him. Okay. All right. So who is the most afraid when there's a strange noise outside the house? Okay, so you both agree it is definitely Alyssa. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Who's the best cook?
I guess me, but he makes good meals when he chooses to step in the kitchen too.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to be nosy. What's your favorite dish? What do you like to cook the most, Elliot? Your favorite dish. And favorite.
To be fair, when he goes in there, he's normally just throwing stuff together, but it always comes out good.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I think lately it's been trying to perfect smoking meat on a smoker grill that she got me 2 Father Days ago.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it's a process, but that's been the passion lately.
Yeah, he's making brisket, burnt ends, everything. Oh my gosh!
But I'm pretty nice in mac and cheese, sweet potato pie.
Wow!
I can do burgers pretty good, spaghetti pretty good. But she also does a lot of that, and we have different tastes for some of those too. So
wow!
But they're both good.
Oh, you got my mouth watering, especially when you said that smoker. When you said that.
Yeah.
Smoker.
Now I need. I'm trying to ask him to get back there today.
Okay, so he is a very good cook. Okay, now I'm going to get a little intimate. I'm going to get a little bit intimate with you. Who gives the best massages? You both agree it's Alyssa. It's the best massages. Okay. And I'm going to end up with this one is really not very nice, but I may have another one. The one that I traditionally ask, but I don't know if I can ask it. Let me ask it. Who hogs all the, you all would, I'm sure Hawaii is not that hot that you say we don't need covers. We don't need a blanket. But who usually hogs the covers at night?
Yeah, I'm always pulling just a little corner.
And she's so tiny. Why Why would she be
Exactly. I don't get it.
Because you're supposed to have a little bit of blanket on the edge, over the edge. But people don't like to respect a little bit of edge that needs to hang over, but you are supposed to have a little bit hang over.
Okay, I'm going to remember that. I didn't know that. Okay, a little bit just hanging over the edge. Okay, here goes the mean question. Okay, I want you to. This is not one of these questions like who gives the best or who all that. It's not that one. It is, and you got to only use facial movements to answer this question, which is imitate how your spouse looks when they are angry.
I can't do it.
That was a mean one. I know. That was a mean one.
I can't. He furrows his eyebrows, and I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. His eyebrows are like.
I don't know what she's talking about.
I can't do it, but he does this thing with his eyebrows. And kind of looks at me like he can't believe I would do something like that in the eyebrow thing, but I can't. My eyebrows don't do it.
Okay, can you do it for the viewers? Elliot, can you do it for the viewers tonight?
Apparently, he doesn't know.
I don't know what she's talking about. I always show my pearly whites. So
okay, we're gonna leave this. We're gonna stop right there. We're gonna leave this alone. Okay, we're gonna leave this one alone. Okay, my sister, her name is Wanda Bryant Wills, and she's a realtor down in, let's see, where does Brittany live? Jacksonville, North Carolina, somewhere around that area, Hollywood, North Carolina. And she says, this is what she says about the blanket. She says, a new blanket rule. She says,
yeah, you gotta have enough blanket to ball up and have free edge.
You might as well just have two separate blankets.
A little bit of edge. There you go. No, I want to know that it's still under the blanket.
Hashtag a little bit. So, viewers, if you didn't know this, now you know it. You need to have a little bit of edge with that blanket. So now you know it. So we're getting ready to wind up here for a minute. Just for a second or two, I'm going to talk. And while I'm talking, I want you to be thinking about this because I want you to be able to give some, what kind of advice would you give to a young married, newlywed couple, perhaps that's been married under a year, and you could give them some good marriage advice. It's something that they need to know because you said to yourself, if someone had only given me that kind of advice, you know, it would just really would have helped me in my marriage when I was a newlywed. So it could be in the money department, the love department, the house cleaning department, whatever. And just think about that for a second. Just think about that for a second, because so many people get married, and I think Alyssa said this at the beginning, and they say, you know, everybody's just focused on the beautiful, beautiful wedding and, you know, the dress and the tuxedo and my cake and my, you know, the couples dance, just all that. But, you know, then after the wedding and the music and is over, and you go to your first home, first apartment together, what kind of advice? Just think of that. Maybe Alyssa can start us off by telling us something that she can give advice to a young married couple, something that she maybe perhaps wish she had known. Okay, Alyssa, can you think of anything?
I think I probably have two little pieces. One is a lot of people, and you said it at the beginning of our interview here today. One is a lot of people tell you, oh, don't go to bed angry, work everything out. But I think that's something that I've learned from Elliot even, is that it's okay to go to bed angry. It's okay to wait, to be ready to talk about something. Because often, you know, like I said, he's very calculated. He likes to think things through. He'll tell me like, you know what, I don't want to talk about this right now. Like, I'm not in the mind space to talk about it right now. And I might be a little bit upset about it. We talk about it later. And to be okay with that, because as adults, I think that we do need to be able to have that space to sit with our thoughts to come back and discuss something with, somebody that we love. Whereas a lot of people will try to press the issue and hammer it out before you go to bed, or, at this moment,
Right.
which that
Right.
was me. But he's taught me a lot about what it means to, present something respectfully to somebody that you love. And sometimes it takes time to be able to sit with your thoughts and your anger, if that's what the moment calls for, before you can address the situation with somebody that you love respectfully. And I think another piece is a lot of people go into a relationship, a marriage, thinking, oh, it's going to be 50-50. And I think that's something that we both learned is it should be 100, right? You should be coming as your whole self, not looking for somebody to complete you.
I like that.
But maybe that person is a great complement to who you already are, and then you grow and you change together. But you should be 100 and 100 coming to the table. So that way, when my day is maybe 80%, he's still coming with his 100, so he can fill in those little pieces that I'm missing, and vice versa.
Oh, I love that. Absolutely love that. Not 50-50, 100, 100. I like that.
You can't pour from an empty cup, so you got to be full too.
Oh, I love that. Okay, Mr. Lloyd, could you give us some advice to these, young married couples?
Yeah, so I kind of mentioned it earlier. I mean, I really do. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, you get married for love," or you get, so it's all about focused on love, and where that is a huge part of it. In my opinion, you don't just love your wife, right? You love your kids, you love your family, you love your mom, your dad, your friends, right?
Right.
And to me, when you go into a marriage, it's a commitment, right? It's a partnership, kind of like a team. And so, to me, at the end of the day, it's kind of tying into what she said, 100 and 100. It's what are you bringing to that partnership? And to me, that can be, while you do have to have the love part, to me, that can be bigger than love, because everyone knows when, like Alyssa said earlier, marriage can be hard, especially when you start to have kids and want to continue your career and are growing together and learning each other and evolving together. Sometimes those love days can be hard, right? And then you got to fall back on something, right? And that's the common goal. That's the partnership. What's the ultimate goal? What did we say at the beginning and that we expected from each other? And I think as long as that end goal is still in sight, you're going to be successful.
Oh, that is such, somebody saying, who was that? Linda Kane said, good advice. Very, very good advice. I think that's absolutely awesome. And some people just go in with the wrong expectations. And as you said, being a team, being on a team and being a team player, and it takes work, it takes commitment, and because you were doing your thing, she was doing her thing. Now I'm taking these two lives and I'm putting them together, and then I'm bringing in other lives, because we all know that when you get married, it's not just the two of you. It's definitely not. You married Elliot, he's married Alyssa's family. Alyssa feels like, she married his family, and on and on and on and on. Maybe his church, your church, but just big community. And then when you start having children, this community of people gets bigger, bigger, and bigger. So it takes love. If you have love and you're committed, you can work anything out. I just want to say you all are just absolutely adorable. And I just tell you that it is so great to have had you on this afternoon for you guys, evening for us. It's 7:45 on the East Coast. It's 7:45 on the East Coast. But it's just been a joy and a delight and a learning experience, because when I have couples on, I learn right along with my viewers. I learn a lot. Even at my age, I'm still in the learning atmosphere. I do learn a lot. And I'd like to thank you all so very, very much for being a part of our show this evening. So I'm going to conclude
Thank you for having
by
us.
saying, did you all have anything else you'd like to add before we close out for the evening?
If anyone wants a 2-year-old, we got
She's
one.
got him. I'll just fly on out to Hawaii, and he's gonna be.
We can
standing
ship
on the
him. We'll ship him. We'll put holes in the box.
Let's say
so he
just
can
all the
read.
people. Just give him to me. With those, he has the most beautiful. What are they? Gray eyes, green eyes. The most beautiful eyes.
They're green.
Green.
Sometimes they turn hazel, but they're usually green. And now he knows we're talking about him. So now he's like, huh?
He said, "Are you talking about me?" Well, I've enjoyed him. I've enjoyed the two of you, and to my audience out there. We're going to return back to our same date and time next week. I'll be back on here next Friday evening, and this might be a friend of Alyssa's. It's going to be someone from the Hunter family. Someone from the Hunter family in the Bay Area. Someone in the.
Oh, you're getting the whole Hunter.
Your
viewers are getting the whole Hunter family. It's a great family, though. It couldn't be.
Hunter family has it going on.
Couldn't be a better family.
Couldn't be a better family, right? So I'm going to have them on next week, and I want everybody to tune in. It's going to be Friday night. 7 o'clock as usual. We're going back because we had to change this time because we're 6 hours. There's a 6-hour difference from the East Coast to the what do you call your time?
Hawaiian time. Hawaiian Standard Time. Yeah.
Hawaiian Standard Time. Okay, that sounds really great. So I would like to remind everybody that we're still in a pandemic. Continue to put on your mask, social distance. Always say a prayer for the whole wide world. And guess what? I'll see you next week. Thank you so very much, Mr. and Mrs. Lloyd. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ms. Wilma. Aloha.